So many dancers know this feeling. You learn technique, you collect combinations, you take workshops, and still there is a part of you which is craving for something deeper. That moment when dance stops being just movement and becomes devotion, storytelling, a prayer told through your body. If you've ever felt that, this video is for you. My name is Lamia and I created the D.E.V.I Indian Fusion Program to guide dancers exactly through this shift. From performing to the outside to dancing from the inside with meaning, precision and embodied presence. Inside the program, we don't just train our technique, we train intention, expression and cultural awareness. And today I want to share with you a moment that happened during the Indian Fusion Bootcamp. We explored 3 mudra, not just as aesthetic hand shapes, but as symbols, as emotional keys that unlock storytelling in the body. And then we improvised. I want you to experience it with us. So as you watch the next part, don't just observe. Let your hands respond. Let your breath move. Let your body listen. This is a taste of the D.E.V.I journey. Let's step into this together. Enjoy this moment from the bootcamp. Now let's dig into storytelling. Let's talk about Natya. We said that Nritta, you can repeat that, Nritta means pure dance. Natya is the theater dance, the storytelling part. So let's grab one mudra, for example, Pataka. All of our fingers together. Yes, now it's very strong. We are middle class, so it's very strong. This mudra, Pataka means flag, but it can have up to 42 meanings, different meanings. Let's try just a couple of those. Sit comfortably for this part of the class. We're gonna have just the mudras. So, couple of meaning of Pataka. It can represent the clouds in the sky. It can represent sleep. It can represent the pain of love. It can represent the ocean. It can represent a sword. It can represent a blessing. It can represent my fate, my destiny in front of me. Okay, see that how you use the mudra changes the meaning of the mudra itself. Now let's take another mudra, which is Tripataka. This crazy ringy finger. Yeah, remember to have all of your fingers together joined. Beautiful dancers. Now Tripataka, again, it's a 3-pointed flag, but it can have several meanings. Let's try those. It can mean fire. Yes, that shakes. It can mean wearing a crown. It can mean a candle, a lamp on one side or the other. It can mean a warrior that is going to throw a weapon. It can mean an arrow. Yes. So again, see how many possibilities that we have with just one gesture. Now let's have another one, and then we're going to put them all together into a little sequence. We're going to have Ala Padma. This was not in our sequence, but it's a very common mudra with all of the fingers extended. Beautiful space between your fingertips, very strong. Ala Padma means full blossomed lotus flower. But today we're going to use it to represent the moon. Yes, the full moon. Today it's a full moon. To represent a mirror. To represent putting a bun. To represent something beautiful. which is like blossoming in front of your heart. Yes. And now the last mudra for today is Hamsasya. We saw that during the combo. Fingers, the thumb and the first finger together, the rest is extended. It's usually used to represent something very pure, like a string of pearls, like a necklace of beautiful white pearls, wearing a string of pearls. Or maybe putting a pearl into a string to create a necklace of pearls. Yes, beautiful. Now let's have a few phrases. Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna ask you, let's see if you got this. I'm gonna ask you the ocean. How is the ocean done? Voila! Beautiful. Yes. Usually with both of the fingers is the sea. Or sometimes you can also have, but it's rare. Like this one is usually a river that is coming from the mountain to the shore. And this is the ocean. Okay. So my phrase is, I was sitting in front of the ocean and I understood my fate. Okay. How is the fate? Yes, not like this, but like this. Like in front of your heart, straight forward. You cannot deviate from that, right? So let's tell this phrase. I was sitting in front of the ocean and I understood my fate. Okay, very, very simple. Two mudras, actually the same mudra for two meanings. Let's make another phrase. The queen is surrounded of beautiful shining lamps. All right, now let's do the queen. Remember the Tripataka? The queen surrounded by beautiful shining lamps. Ah, yes, one side and the other. Beautiful. Oh, yes. And as we do this, do you feel the difference emotionally? As we like a queen is very different from sitting in front of the ocean and surrendering devotionally to your destiny, right? Yes, that's where the story comes into the body. All right, one more. We're gonna have Amsasyo, and we're gonna put a pearl after the other into a beautiful string. So my phrase is, waiting for you, my lover, I created a pearl for each thought of him or her. And then I was looking at this beautiful pearl and I wore it as I was waiting for him. So this is filled with longing and passion, you know, these burning ashes, like, waiting for the lover, right? So let's do that once more. Every pearl is a thought of your beloved. And now look at your string made of pearls, so your necklace, and put it and wear it. Yes, beautiful, like a symbol of love. All right, now we have these three phrases. So let's review. We have the ocean, and this is like surrender. So it's devotional. In front of the ocean, I understood my fate. Then the second is a queen, all right? The queen is surrounded by all the lamps. So imagine this queen with all this light on her beautiful body. And then the last one is love, longing for the lover. Every pearl is a thought of you, and I put this necklace waiting for you. Yes, beautiful. So we have these three phrases now. We're gonna do it standing. Let's see what happens as we stand. Let's try the first one. Right now, just in a basic home posture, all right? So for the first one, we have the ocean and we have the fate, the destiny. Right. Now the queen. We wear the crown of the queen and show all the lamps in front of her. And the last one is the love. Every pearl is a thought of you. And I created this necklace waiting for you to come and make love with me. Okay, it's a little spicy also. So we have these three. Now I'm gonna put some music, and here is where your creativity shines. You can use the body, all right? And up to you. Really like make it, make the expression move through you. So you can show the ocean and then the fate. Maybe the fate is not in front, is to the side. You learn to decide where your fate is, right? Or you can be the queen. Everyone is looking at the queen and all the land. Okay? Just walking and moving the body. No actual isolation right now, whichever comes. And as you are doing, if you can sit, maybe, all right, in a beautiful posture, and then you look at your necklace and wear it. And these are just ideas, okay? So play with all of those, see what happens, and make it yours. Let's put some music. Yeah, and you choose from which one to start. It's a little creative lab, okay? If you don't have any idea, you can follow me, okay? I'll be dancing with you. You can go at your own pace. Great. Thank you so much for your creativity. I see hearts flying. I love it. So, as you could see, you can really, oh, so many hearts. Wow, I love it. Gorgeous, so intense and emotional. Yes, I know, it's so beautiful, so meditative. Yes. Oh my God, I'm flooded with hearts. I'm gonna receive all of this love. I'm in love, so beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that you experienced this beauty emotion. And we were just, doing nothing. We were just doing a couple of gestures and maybe moving a little bit in the space, but feeling the movement. That's what creates the difference. And the more you embody the story, the more, thank you so much to you. The more you embody the story, the more you can feel that adding breath and the gaze with the movement will enrich and make it even more juicy and even more emotional, right? So I encourage you. Okay, now our class will finish, but your practice is still there, right? So you can play with these mudras or with other mudras that you already know. I couldn't imagine how beautiful it is. Only these few can make a beautiful story. I know, you can actually tell a whole new story. So your homework, let's say, is to play with this, play some beautiful music and let your body express through the story and add your breath with that. That changes a lot. You are actually breathing into the movement and add the gaze. Maybe, and this enriches the story. Maybe you're looking at the lover, but you're not actually looking at the pearls because maybe your lover, I don't know, is late, and you can add so many details to that, and that makes it even more so powerful when you dance and when you are doing and when people watch the dance itself. Now take a breath. Notice your body after watching this. Maybe your hands are tingling, maybe inside of you feels more awake. This is what happens when dance becomes embodied meaning, not just shape. When mudra turns into a living language and when movement becomes a message. This is the heart of the D.E.V.I journey. And if something in you said yes when you were watching this, I want to show you what's inside this path. Inside this journey, we move through a sacred arc of transformation aligned with the 4 pillars of D.E.V.I. D is for dance. We begin by grounding in structure, posture, technique, and cultural roots, because true freedom is born from knowledge. E is for embodiment. Technique becomes lived experience. Movements stop being just shapes and start becoming feeling, breath, and presence. V is for vitality. As confidence grows, energy awakens. Your practice becomes fluid, expressive, and alive. No longer just correct, but magnetic. And last but not least, I is for inspiration. Finally, dance becomes your language. Personal artistry unfolds, and your movement becomes prayer, storytelling, and offering. Every module in the program moves you through these pillars, step by step. So you don't just learn, you transform. And now let me take you inside the portal so that you can see exactly how the journey unfolds. So if we go to lamiabarbara.com, it opens up my beautiful website, and up here you will have your library with all of your products. And this is your D.E.V.I Indian Fusion Program products. This is your students portal. So I designed this portal to really guide you step by step in a fun way. You can see on your left all of the modules which are here. You can have the start here is like an introduction and how to follow this program with all of the infos that you need. You will see that I emoji coded all of the modules because I love it to be fun and with depth at the same time. And each module will have several topics. We can have in the first module, which is the introduction, we're going to have pranam, the salutation, fundamentals of postures, all of the movement vocabulary that we're going to use. And then each module will have a D.E.V.I practice flow, which is a short bite-sized practice session with me to complete your module and also to fit your schedule, because I believe in sustainable home practice that brings results in your dance journey. And you will also have your weekly lecture. Actually, in the first module, you'll have both. You have Indian Fusion Concept and Indian Music Basics. And at the end of each module, you have your bonus D.E.V.I talk. And this one is Master Your Energy. Every time you finish the D.E.V.I talk, let's just try that. So you have your video here, and then you do lesson completed. Then from here, what happens is that, when I go back, okay, now it doesn't work because I'm the admin, but you will unlock a badge. So each module will unlock a different badge for you, and you awaken the specific goddess of the module. So the first module is Devi, and then we have Sarasvati, Tara, and so on. So it's such a fun way to keep going and to wait for the next batch, which you will receive by email. The second module is all about basic technique. We go in depth. We have our weekly workout, all of the basic technique, the mudras. So we start with Anjali, Hamsasya, Mushti, the postures. We have more musical theory that then we break down into our practice flow. We have our weekly combo lecture, Origins of Indian Dance, and then we talk about Sarasvati, Nurture Your Inspiration. And so we move on to module 3, footwork and traveling isolation. As you can see, has this structure that keeps you flowing through the program. Module 4 is complex layerings and combinations. Let me just take one video here just to show you. Hello, beautiful dancer. Welcome for another Mudra. That you can go through all of that. Your hands down. Yes. You will have technique, and of course, you will have also a little bit of explanation here. You can post your comments. And then module 5, we have fluid and precise movements with Tintal, which is another rhythmical pattern we're going to see. Lecture, bonus, D.E.V.I talk. Module 6, it's all about shimmies and arms movements. And on module 7, we start the choreography, and we start to go even more in depth into expressiveness. So we have face warm-up, eyes movements, mudra and storytelling, and how to convey emotions through dance. And then this lecture, which I love, which is intercultural approach and classical Indian dance styles. And then the last module is choreography and creativity. So we have performance and stage presence, how to improvise and be happy about it, which is a big topic, right? And then choreography part 2, the full choreography practice, front and back view, the lecture, how to respectful and creative fusion, and your last D.E.V.I talk. And then you have your certificate, yay! And at the end of all the modules, you have these 3 modules here, which are already open for you from the very start, which are the recordings of each live class that you can access. And then the bonus Radha Choreography Intensive here, all the choreography intensive and the full choreography on stage. You can watch it and review it. And then the bonus Bharatanatyam mini course. So we have introduction, namaskaram, mandala beda, samyuta hasta. All of that is available for you if you want to go even more in depth into Indian dance studies and have a taster of what it's like to actually train Indian classical dance. And this is your dashboard with all of the useful information for your classes and your modules. Here you have all of the categories. Yay, beautifully designed, and the announcements. That's it. And then of course you have access to the private community, which I cannot show you because it's private, with all of the dancers inside to welcome you, and I will be there to support and guide you in this journey together, so you can drop your videos for corrections and feedbacks or any questions you might have. The doors to D.E.V.I program are open right now and are going to be closed very soon. And this is also the last time you can join at the very special discounted price. If watching this awakened something in you, if you're ready to stop dancing on autopilot and finally embody your art, this is your invitation. Your dance is sacred. Treat it like a devotion, and I would be honored to walk this path with you. I'll see you inside D.E.V.I.